Believe it or not, we met on our wedding day.
Honestly, it felt like I knew her
long before.
Yeah.
This is the first week we ever met.
The first week we ever met.
In person.
Yeah.
Really?
You're capturing it right here on camera.
Well, we met on Craigslist.
I was fresh out of jail. She was fresh out of jail. I actually met her through her husband.
So I just DM'd her and said, hey, if this earthquake kills us, just kind of let you know I have a crush on you. And
I saw him for the first time on my wedding night.
Yeah, so believe it or not, we met on our wedding day. Although we were engaged for like a few months before we got married, I was not allowed to meet her because her family was very conservative. So I said, okay, I trust my parents. So whatever they decide, I accept. It did turn out quite well. We've been married for 33 years, very happily. And she's my best friend, and I think I'm her best friend. We have 3 kids, all grown up, and it turned out quite well.
What were your thoughts when you saw each other for the first time on your wedding night?
The first thought was that he could be my best friend. He can understand me more, and I was happy to see him, talk to him, and it was a good experience.
It was a big gamble, very risky. So, but I was open to all kinds of possibilities. So it worked out well, as I mentioned.
We're from France, and we're both actors, and we met on set and on a film where we were supposed to be a couple, and we liked it. Apparently.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been together now?
4 years.
I actually met her through her husband.
So her ex-husband was your friend?
Yeah.
How did he take it?
Actually, he was actually really cool about it. We both have a mutual respect for each other. It's all gravy. There is no rules in love and war, right?
How long have you guys been together for?
About a year, just under a year.
Yeah.
A year next month, October 13th.
We met in a cafeteria at school about a year and a half ago, and we somehow took a long journey of getting here, this being our first date.
Today's your first date?
Yes.
Can you kind of explain why the journey was long and what it took to get here?
So, do you want to say it or do you want me to?
Well, I had a boyfriend.
She had a boyfriend.
And then and then I didn't have a boyfriend, and then he went to London. And then he came back, and then I went to Spain, and then I came back.
So she did that trying to avoid me, actually.
Yeah.
So this is like the first time that we've actually been together.
But he was my friend.
Yeah, so we talked.
He's my friend.
A lot. I'm your friend?
I said well, of course, you're still my friend. It's not like all of a sudden you're not my friend.
It's true.
It's not a bad thing.
It is on the first date, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Friend on the first date.
See, she says no.
Yeah, definitely no.
Okay, friend zone hardcore. But yeah, so we made it here finally.
Can you guys each take a turn answering this next question? Why did you want to go on a date?
Ladies first?
Yes.
Okay, so he's super nice and sweet. And honestly, I just like that he tries really hard.
Gosh.
No, that's not a good thing. It just means you put in effort, and that's really like impressive. I like that.
She caught my eye when we first met in the cafeteria about a year and a half ago. I first noticed how beautiful she is. And yeah, how beautiful she is in her heart. I love her heart. I think she's incredibly interesting in so many ways. I love being around her, and yeah, and we've been around each other a lot in the past couple of weeks. So, yes.
I saw this handsome young man, and he came up to me and he said, "Excuse me, but don't I know you? You look familiar." And all of a sudden he did look familiar. He looked like my neighbor I grew up with, little Billy Irwin. And unfortunately I said, "Oh my God, you're little Billy Irwin, all grown up." And he goes, "No." And then I go, "Well, I guess I don't know you." So I walked up. So he came up another aisle and bumped into my cart. He goes, "It was a line." And I go, "You mean you lied?" And he goes, "I've never seen you before in my life, but you look really nice." And I was so excited that I whipped out my deposit slip that my girlfriend had told me to do because it has all the information. And I said, "This is so exciting. Here's my deposit slip." And he said, "What do I want that for?" And I go, It's got my name, it's got my number. I just was a total idiot, but I was just so excited. So that's how we met.
That was last week.
That was like 40 years ago.
I was fresh out of jail. She was fresh out of jail. And there was just something drawing me towards her. So I decided to walk up, and the conversation that we started that pretty much won her over instantly was I brought up the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
And I kind of played stupid a little bit, acting like I didn't know what it was. It made her feel really smart. Made her laugh her ass off, and yeah, after that it was chemistry.
Yeah, it was like an instant connection.
Yeah, that love at first sight.
So how long have you guys been together now?
Almost a month, and many more counting.
We met on OkCupid.
On OkCupid.
A dating app called her.
By Facebook. We met through MySpace.
Well, we met on Craigslist. I posted on Strictly Platonic, I pay, you drive. I didn't have my car and I just got paid, so I just wanted to go for dinner. And he responded, but I decided it was too late that night. And so I posted again the same thing the next morning. He replied again. And I don't know, that's how it started about 9 years ago. And then we just got married 5 years ago and just had our Jimmy 12 weeks ago, so.
Were you scared at all meeting someone on Craigslist?
No, I have rules. You bring your own money and you make sure your phone is charged. And I would like to say we met at a public place, but he actually came to where I was living and met there. I think I was just stupid.
It worked out though, right?
It did, it worked out.
And we actually met through Twitch, the streaming platform.
Yes.
So I came across his channel through a mutual friend, and we got talking, and I commissioned him to do some work for me, and you know, we never stopped talking since then.
Yeah, it's like a year and a half later now.
Yeah. So
We've been dating
7
for
months
7
ago,
months, yeah.
we decided we couldn't live apart. So I'm from the UK, and
I'm from outside Chicago.
Uh-oh.
And this is the first week we ever met.
The first week we ever met.
In person.
Yeah,
really?
You're capturing it right here on camera. It's phenomenal.
Elisa went to high school with my brother for a couple years, and we just followed each other on social media. And there were some earthquakes a little north of LA, well, actually a while north of LA. And so I felt them and I tweeted about it, and she liked one of my tweets. And you know, you're always thinking about the big one, so it's kind of scary. So I just DM'd her and said, hey, if this earthquake kills us, just gotta let you know I have a crush on you. And here we are, 3 months later. It kind of worked.
Here we are. So we met, we were what, in 7th grade? Yeah. Okay, yeah. We were in 7th grade. We had the same history teacher, Mr. Hazel, together. So that is where we first originally met. And it just like slowly kind of graduated on. And then when we got out of high school, we ended up meeting again in like a weird sense, and we were traveling festivals and stuff together, and then we just finally rekindled. He's very caring and he treats me very well, and I love that. And he's my other half that I've missed, my twin flame. When we were 16, he messaged me on MySpace, and
we're 33 now.
Yeah, and we never met up. He lived super far away. 10 years went by, and the whole time when we turned 21, we had similar friends. So we would see each other out at events and stuff, and we would always wave hi to each other, but we never shared a conversation. We just like acknowledged like, hey, I know you from MySpace. Like, hey, you're that weird guy that messaged me on MySpace. And then literally 10 years went by. I was single finally, and he was too. And then he messaged me on Facebook. And I was like, well, you help me find a normal guy and I'll help you find a normal girl as a joke. And then he was like, oh, you're single now? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I'm kind of normal, which was an utter total lie because he's not normal at all. We had plans to hang out on a Wednesday. I was like, whatever, I'm single, yeah, I'll come over. And we ended up hanging out till like 4 in the morning. We literally hung out every single day from that day till 5 months into our relationship when I went to Las Vegas with my girlfriend. And we've been together ever since. in 7 years. We actually just got
We just
married.
got back from getting married over the weekend, like 3 days ago.
Oh, there you go. Congrats.
Thanks.
Your relationship lasted from MySpace to Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes,
we
to
went through all
Instagram.
social
Yes,
platforms.
we did.
Honestly, for me, it was like the first night I hung out with her. Just the connection and everything we talked about. I literally just felt like from the moment that we hung out, I could be with her forever.
I knew from the first day, I really did know that it could be something good, but it actually wasn't till about 6 months into our relationship when we had some pretty bad hardships. Every other time that's ever happened in my life, I've pretty much ran or been like, oh, this is done. But even though it was the worst thing in the world, there was zero part of me that ever thought that leaving was an option. And I've never felt like that in my life. And pretty much, no matter what happens with us, as hard and as crazy as things get, like, him not being in my life really is never an option, which is kind of crazy.